What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about how to build a great real estate investing team. So it is very important as a real estate investor that you have a solid team and systems and processes in place. Whether you have one property or 1,000 rental properties, you need to have systems and processes in place if you want to be successful and grow and have a stress-free business. A lot of real estate investors got into real estate not for another job, not to create another job for themselves, but to have passive income and more of a stress-free life when it comes to finances and earning money. So if you don't have a team, which I'm going to discuss 5 team members that you should have on your team. This is not everyone, but this is a good breakdown of 5 team members that are important, which I'll go over in great detail in a minute. But I want to emphasize the importance of having a team and having systems and processes in place so that you can grow your real estate portfolio. It doesn't take a lot of your time and it's a lot less stressful. So the number one team, and this is not in no order, by the way. These are I just picked 5 team members to educate you guys and that I thought was important on your team. Number 1 is your realtor or real estate agent. Now, I work for Gear Realty as a real estate, as a social media online marketer and as a data analyst. And all the realtors for that company are my personal realtors for my rental properties. And when I need a deal or when I'm looking for properties or I'm shopping, they send me deals on and off market. So I have realtor number 1 specifically because if you find a good real estate agent or realtor, specifically someone who invests in real estate themselves and have rental properties, it's going to make your life very easy as opposed to if you just get a basic realtor. A lot of people think they can just pick any realtor. No. As a real estate investor, you want to be specialized. So you want to work with the best and you want to work with people who understand the game and understand the industry that you're in. So it's important that you find a real estate agent who invests in real estate themselves because if that realtor invests in real estate themselves, they can help you find the rest of your team members and the rest that's not even on this board. Because your network is your net worth. So if you meet a realtor, your network and their network becomes interchangeable. So if you meet a realtor and you guys have built a good relationship, her network is now your network because the people she know, and if she specializes in real estate, she has all these people, including others that you may not even be thinking about at the moment. So it's important that you find a good realtor and real estate agent. You can do that from networking, finding investors in your market. I believe Bigger Pockets, Zillow, find a real estate agent. I believe here's a trick. If you go on the MLS and you look at properties, you want to look in the descriptions. If you see like investor special or calling real estate investors and you look at who listed it, the listing agent, that person usually is a real estate investor or work with real estate investors based on those terms: investor special, fix and flip, great for new coming investors, or bank-owned properties, or things of that nature. But I would find a real estate agent who invests in real estate. Make sure and verify they invest in real estate. Then you know they understand the game. They understand the terms of cash flow, appreciation, ROIs, NOIs, things of that nature. And when you give them your criteria, they can send you properties that meet your criteria and not just anything that hits the market. Number 2 I have is your loan officer or your banker. This person is important if you're using leverage because you want to find a loan officer who can help you get that next loan. Once you get to between most banks and credit unions allow you to get 4 to 10 properties under your own name before they say no more. You want to find a loan officer or a banker who can get you to that 10th and even further, 10, 11, 12 properties under your personal name. It's definitely possible. I have a lot of millionaire mentors who do this. I have a lot of, I'm in several different masterminds with millionaires around the country, and they all have loan officers and bankers who found different loan programs and packages to get 12, 13 doors under their personal name, excluding partnerships. But it's just important that you build a relationship with your loan officer and your banker. You work with a loan officer or banker who specialize in real estate rental properties, not just a first-time home buyer but someone who works with investors because they're going to have the expertise and the knowledge to help you get those loans to grow your portfolio. Number 3 I have is contractors. These are the big people who will screw you. So it's important that you find a good realtor, because your realtor can help you find the good contractors. There are a lot of contractors out here who will rob you of your money, will not do a good job on the job, will not show up on the job to do the job, or they will be past due the date scheduled for their property or whatever service you had for them. They'll be late. So it's important that you find a good realtor to find contractors who have a good experience, a good reputation of being on time, of being reliable, of providing good quality service and work, whether that's paint, whether that's flooring, whether that's home appliances or fixtures like baseboards and light fixtures, or even structural mechanicals like the roof, the electrical, plumbing. You want to find people who are reliable. And a good real estate agent knows contractors who are reliable because they use them. A good realtor knows a good loan officer because that person is their loan officer. So it all ties back to your realtor. Number 4 I have is property managers. If you're going to hire a property manager. Now I know some people, they self-manage it. Some people, they do lease options where they don't need to be even hire a property manager because the tenant is responsible for the property, maintenance, repairs, and things of that nature. But if you are going to hire a property manager, it's important that you screen them, make sure they're good property manager. They're going to take care of the property. They're going to hold your tenants accountable. They're going to let you know on it when things need to be repaired, if they're having problems with tenants, when the tenant moves out, when they're going to come in to clean the property and put it back on the market for renters, and things like that. And once again, a good realtor and real estate agent can help you find a good property manager. But mind you, I want to say something. You want to make sure, just because you hire a property manager does not mean you can just kick your feet up on the couch. You need to manage this property manager. You need to be, every single month, you need to be looking at the financial statements. You need to be looking at the expenses and holding them accountable, because there's a lot of property managers who can find different fees and tricks to get more money out of you. For example, there can be a fee where if a tenant moves out, they charge you an additional percentage of the monthly rent, or they charge you the full first month rent to clean the property out, just regardless of how much damage the tenant did to it, and advertise it to find a new tenant. So it's important that you read the contract very thoroughly, and everything's negotiable. Negotiate fees and terms and conditions and things like that. You can even negotiate the monthly percentage of the rent. So usually it's 8 to 12%. So on average, 10% is property management fee. But everything's negotiable. But if you find a good realtor, they can help you with finding a good property manager. And then number 5 I have is attorneys and lawyers, specifically an eviction attorney. So if your tenant doesn't pay rent, you can take the lease and give it to your eviction attorney, and they have expertise and they know your landlord-tenant laws and how to properly evict a tenant. A landlord-tenant attorney as well, in terms of the writing leases, lease agreements, option to buy agreements, and other contracts that you may have. And then an asset protection attorney. So for LLCs, trusts, different ways you can protect yourself from liability, as well as JV partners and things like that. Making sure that you're protected and your partner is protected is important. So it's important that you have 3 different attorneys: an eviction attorney, a landlord-tenant attorney, and an asset protection attorney. And once again, a really good real estate agent or realtor can help you find those people, because 9 times out of 10, those attorneys are their attorneys. Those property managers are their property managers. Contractors are their contractors. Loan officers are their loan officers. So number 1, this is really big, is finding a really good realtor who invests in real estate in your market, who can help you find good loan officers, good contractors, property managers, lawyers, as well as CPAs, expediters, what else? Insurance agents and things of that nature. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this on real estate investing, business, personal finance, and mindset. And I'll see you in the next video.